Hello everyone. In this video, we want to take a look at packet tracer 2311, determine the DR and BDR. As you know, we want to discuss about OSPF, Open Shortest Path First. As you know, also OSPF is a link state protocol. It means each router advertises its connected links information. For example, this link to all routers in the network. For example, router C should advertise this link connected link to RB and RA. And in this situation, and in OSPF single area, we want to choose DR and BDR. DR is designated route. It's like leadership for all of the routers in the network. It means, for example, in large network, you have 100 routers, and one router should be chosen as designated route. And for example, RC should be chosen as a designated route, and RC has responsibility and duty to send all of the information for all of the routers to other routers here. First, should send, and router B and router A should send LSTB and packages and information to router C, and router C collect them and send them to all of the routers. And also we have BDR. BDR is a backup designated route. Uh, it doesn't anything and it do nothing until designated route failed down. Okay, we should go to our activity here, examine DR and BDR changing roles. By default, the highest priority or highest IP address or highest router ID should be choose and should be elected as DR. And in this situation, we can go to router A, for example, and can see which router is DR. In privileged exec mode, we should write here, show IP, OSPF, neighbor. Yes. And you can see the highest loopback. This is 31, 33 here, elected as DR, and also other 22, this is 22, loopback 0 for RB, elected as BDR, and full state is full, and the time is 35 seconds. And which interface that participates in this election, and this is G00 for router C and router B. And also same process, you can go to router B here, and you can see show IP OSPF neighbor. You can write here, and you can see also 31, 33. This is 31, 33, loopback 0. This is DR, as we know. And also DR other is the router that is not designated route and is not backup designated route, and this is DR. DR other. All the routers in the network in DR others, if they are not, or they will be not elected as a designated route and backup designated route. And also in same process, you can see here in show IP OSPF neighbor, and you can see what is the status of neighbor for RC. RB is BDR and RA is DR other. And turn now we should go what is the OSPF state of router A, DR other, and turn on IP OSPF adjacency debugging. we should go to router A and right here, what we should do that, debug IP OSPF at JNCAC. The best description is here. You can monitor the DR and BDR election process with the debug command. On RA and RB, enter the following command. If occur anything here, you can see at the same time and immediately information about DR and BDR. You can see it after this command debug. Okay, it was debug IPOSPF at JNCC. Yes, but what happened after? I can show you. Disable the gigabit 00 interface router C. We want to fail router C, and router C is DR. But what happened after that? You can go to router C here, and in configure terminal mode, you can see interface G00 and deactivate or disable this one here, and you can see it will be down at the same time. What happened here? What happened in router B? Router B gets new information about DR. If any disconnection and any link will be disconnected here, you can see RB should be exchanged and elected as DR. Okay, and other thing, router A. Before that, it was DR other, but now it's BDR because we have only two router here, and election before or earlier election will be cancelled. Okay. And according to the debug output, which router was elected DR and which router was elected BDR. This is DR and RA BDR, backup designated route. Restore gigabit 00 interface on RC. We can come back here and right here, no shutdown, and click on fast forward. It will be green. You can see orange here. Yes, it will be green. And what happened here? Anything. Show IP OSPF neighbor, and you can see we have 3111 as BTR, but RC is the R other. Even though RC come back to the network and participate in this election, but cannot be elected again or again. Yes. Why? Because OSPF does not update the DR or BDR when the existing ones are active. RA and RB are active, and RC cannot participate in this situation. Okay, we should go to did DR and BDR roles change? No, and we have explained about that. And show IPOSPF neighbor, and we have done it also. And show IPOSPF neighbor. We can see BTR and BTR is here, and DR designated route is here. And disable the gigabit 0 interface on RB. Now we want to attack on RB right now, and interface first configure terminal and interface G00 and shut down it. Yes, and what happened here in router A? Go to fast forward, and you can see DR, new DR we have. We have RA as new DR because before that RA was BDR. After router B failed down, router A will be elected as DR, and also 31, 33 loopback 0 of RC, and RC will be elected as BDR. Use show IP. Okay, it was we were here. According to the debug output on RA, which router was elected as DR, router A, and which router was elected BDR, RC. Restore the gigabit 00 interface on RB. No shot again. And click on fast forward, but it doesn't have anything here. You can see show IP OSPF neighbor. You can see there's nothing here because this router RB22 here is DR other and RC also PTR. And what is the status of router C now? A status of router C here BDR. And turn off debugging. We should turn off debugging with this command. We should debugging command. We should. I cannot remember what I think. Ah, okay. Undebug all, and also in RA undebug all, and has been turned off. Okay. And modify OSPF priority and force election. But how we should do that about force election? We should set priority for router A, B, C. By default, priority is 1, but we want to set priority for router A 200 and for router B 100. And after you write clear IP OSPF process, this process will be changed. Like we can clear and we can delete this election and we can renew election. And it's very important we should use clear IP OSPF process to re-elect. Okay, we should go to router A here and configure terminal and interface G00 and right here IP OSPF priority, I think 200, and configure terminal here and interface G00, and under interface you should write here I want to set IP OSPF priority 100, and the highest priority should be choose as DR, and the second should be choose and BTR router B, and also router C by default is 1, and we can also set it. This is okay. Yes, IP OSPF priority 1, and it will save. But we should clear IP OSPF election in privilege exit mode right here. Clear IP OSPF process, and process should be reset. I want to do that. Yes, and click on fast forward. And after that, you can write here show IP OSPF neighbor. And what will be occurred after that? You can see BDR is 22 loopback 04 RB because priority is 100. You can also see priority before that was 2. No, it was 1. It was 1 before that, and now it's 100 because we have set it. And also router C is DR other because we have set router A 200, and in this situation router A has been elected as DR or designated route. Verified DR and BDR election were successful. Wait enough time, okay, and after that you can write here. And also, for example, in router C, you can write here show IP OSPF neighbor, show IP OSPF neighbor. We can see, yes, and also you can see here, and you can write here show IP OSPF interface, and router C is DR other. You have gigabit 00 that participate in this election, and this is IP address of router C G00 here, and which area? This is single area OSPF. All of them is backbone area or area 0, same name, and priority is 1 that we have set, and also DR other. And you can see here show IP OSPF interface. If you write here, you can see this is DR here, and priority is 200 that we have set, and other information about router ID because this is the highest IP address. Loopback 0 is the highest IP address, and other information. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe me and support me. Have a nice day.